Hi everybody, Mark Greenwood here, but you knew that. National Evangelist, Head of Evangelism for the lovely Elim churches, and I'm super excited. I'm here with some amazing people from Alpha UK. I'm here with Mari.
Hello.
Hello, and I'm here with Alex.
Hello there.
And we're really excited because we're firming something up that is going to enable us to really embrace Alpha. Off the back of this year's Alpha, in fact, 164 Elim churches signed up, and we had some incredible stories of people coming to faith. Everything from one of our ministers who was retiring, and they ran Alpha almost as the last thing that he did in his retirement service. They baptized 2 people who'd come to Christ on Alpha. So it's just amazing stories all over the UK. And we're really excited because we're going for it. So this video is all about giving you the heads up. Make sure you pencil in your diary, September next year, more details to follow. But before we talk about Alpha anymore, we're going to have a little chit chat about how Alpha's been developing generally across the UK. So, Alex, tell us a little bit about how Alpha's been working, especially during lockdown as well.
Yeah, it's been amazing actually. We, I don't know, in our church here, when lockdown struck, my first reaction was thinking, everything's going to close. Yeah. We won't be running Alpha anymore. Mm-hmm. But actually, we pivoted quite quickly and started running Alpha online. And then really quickly, much more than I had imagined, churches started running Alpha online. And what was a huge surprise was it really worked. Yeah. And then throughout the lockdown, we saw churches running more courses than they'd ever run before. So we had a greater number of Alpha courses, a greater number of people doing Alpha than we ever had before in 2020. And we've got these amazing stories of people who never would have walked through the doors of a church, coming in and doing Alpha online. They never would have dreamt of going to a church building. So it's really exciting stuff. And we've seen a real growth in that area. And I don't think it's finished. I think beyond the pandemic, there's still an opportunity to reach people in a different way with Alpha Online.
Now, you kind of see it from 2 perspectives, because you've got the local church perspective, but of course you head up Alpha UK. Tell us a little bit about what it means to head up Alpha UK and what you've observed. And does that mirror what you've seen locally in your own church too?
Yeah, well, Alpha UK exists to equip the local church to run Alpha. Yeah. And we sort of are here to help, if that's training or resources, marketing materials, all that kind of stuff. So our team work across the UK equipping churches to run Alpha. And we really saw that with running Alpha Online, churches sort of learning to run Alpha Online. And actually, that is true. The picture that we saw nationally was more people than ever doing Alpha and more churches running Alpha. And more churches running Alpha regularly as well, which seemed to make a huge difference. And definitely that's what we saw here. In our local church, we ran Alpha Online for the first time ever in March 2020. We took our Alpha course online. I invited my cousin. My cousin lives up in the Midlands, and I've been thinking about trying to get him on Alpha for ages, but he just wouldn't go because, I don't know anyone who lives near him. I couldn't sort of get him through a church door. Yeah. And I invited him. He did Alpha, did the whole course, moved much closer to Jesus, sort of began like being much more open than he ever would have before. And there were a couple of other friends that I was able to invite. So actually, in terms of my personal evangelism, it was really like exciting to be able to like invite people all over again. But we saw that everywhere, people just inviting people that never would have come before. So it's been a really exciting season.
I think we were all in this incredible learning curve together, wasn't it? Because actually, Alpha hadn't done much online Alpha. When we started doing our online Alpha, you were only a few months ahead of us. It's just this crazy season, and talk about steep learning curves. But it was amazing. It really was just incredible to see the impact Alpha had on the lives of many people. And kind of for us, Mari, seeing the success of Elim doing Alpha together, and you folks at Alpha, you particularly, we worked very closely in that time in a very short space of time.
Very short space of time.
Talk about putting the foot down full throttle. And, we were really genuinely thrilled and encouraged and grateful for the help that Alpha brought to us with training days and all sorts of stuff. We're forming a partnership.
We are.
You do know this, don't you?
I really do. We just finalised it. Hot off the press.
So tell us a little bit about that. What does that look like?
Yeah, I mean, you guys inspired us really to kind of think about this model. And I wrote in your magazine not that long ago.
You did.
And I basically said, this is something that I kind of want us to pick up across the whole of the UK, working on a national level with ministries and teams in this way, because what we've dreamed and schemed about, that's a good word to use,
I like Okay.
Is just this closer resourcing, of churches all across the UK. And as a team working on the front line, we go and have an awful lot of coffees with church leaders. I will be transferring to Decaf at some point in 2022. But we talk one-on-one with churches all the time, and it gets us somewhere. But we want to see huge transformation. We dream big at Alpha. We want to see a whole nation come to know Jesus.
Absolutely.
We want to see churches in revival mode. And that's not going to happen if I'm sat every day, every hour, having one-to-one conversations. But it happens when whole networks and whole denominations grasp the vision and run with it. And this is why it's kind of piloting in a sense. I'm so glad you guys are doing it with us, because it's a little bit of a friendship to start with.
Definitely.
And it will just kind of see how it goes, and we'll evolve it. But it looks like resourcing you guys for the next 3 years in any way you need. If your churches need Alpha to come and do a day with their teams, to do something around the Holy Spirit weekend or day, we're there. We want to see you guys succeed, and we want to see the UK come to know Jesus. So it's just a perfect friendship as far as I'm concerned.
It really, really is. So make sure, placeholder in your diary for September 2022. We're going to launch Alpha. We want to invite every single Elim church to run Alpha at least once over the next 3 years. If we could do that, that would be an incredible journey for us to go on. Not just so we can say, hey, look, we ran Alpha in every Elim church, but just think of the potential as to how many people we can reach with the gospel and help on their little journey. So we'll let you know about loads and loads of resources. You'll see Alex and Mari various times. We'll get them to do various videos and cheering ons. They don't know about that yet, but they do know about it now. But we'll get loads of resources. The Alpha shop's going to be available from around July, and then we'll launch in September. Don't wait till then. If you want to run Alpha before then, we want to facilitate that too. But we're really excited to go and tell as many people about Jesus. So keep yourself in the loop, and we'll send out loads of information. Thank you so much, Mari and Alex, for taking this time and even buying coffee before we shot. It's brilliant.
Hospitality.
It is.